From Lalate News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings Lalate.
It's a big morning here on Mornings LA with incredible great details about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021. In this recording, we'll go over that monthly stimulus check and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of checks. Then we cut to the recon. Done, deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to you under the fourth stimulus recon. What does this mean for you, and why are Purple Hawks going to be cleaning up pretty? Then we turn to the recon substantive, and all eyes are turning their focus on that recon substantive drafting this week, and what Bernie says and what he wants for your input on this recon today as well. Then we cut to the big money that one viewer got, and why you can get this big money as well. $80,000 a Purple Hawk got from this channel. It's a big day with incredible great news, and the news is from the White House to the West Coast. It starts right now. It's about your money, and this is a big morning of Mornings LA. It's a beautiful day across the board, and live with you here in Santa Monica, where the weather is spectacular today. We'll be going over that fourth stimulus check and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of checks. Then we cut to the recon. Done, deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks, guaranteed, confirmed, and coming to you in the best deliciousness we've seen in the history of this channel. I'll go over how you're going to pounce as a Purple Hawk and get this money, and what does application base mean. Then in the third part of this video, we go over the recon substantive and what Bernie Sanders is doing and what he wants you to be contacting him about. I have all that deliciousness and more, and it starts right now as the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and this is LA, America's only 24-hour day, 7 days a week financial news channel in America, live in the morning like right now, and taped in the afternoons. Coming up next at 9:45, maybe close to 10 o'clock, is Mornings Crypto live on air with the latest detail about cryptocurrency. Then at 11 a.m., I'm back with Noontime LA with the big breaking news across the board. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member so that you can get access to all the incredible sums of money that is available for you under third stimulus as well. Meantime, if you've not signed up for the totally free LA alerts, you need to right now. It's the talk of the town, and you'll be getting the alerts everywhere you are, whether you have your shirt off or you have your shirt on. Here are the LA alerts. It's at news@la.com/alerts. You go in there, put your name and email address in there, and then confirm the email when you get it. Hit that blue button, and then away you go. You'll be confirmed, and this confirmation email will be in the spam folder or in the Google Promotions folder. And there you go. You'll get alerts like this one. And with that, let's cut to those monthly stimulus checks. House versus Senate, Senate versus House, and what the Democrats want you to get. A lot of Democrats are talking about this, and let's see what they're saying. Number one, Warren, Sanders, and Wyden writing the president just days ago saying, Mr. President, you need to do a monthly stimulus check in the fourth stimulus package. That's monthly. Then AOC, Omar on the House side writing the president a letter saying, you need to do a monthly stimulus check, $2,000 a month. So there you go again, monthly, but this time $2,000. We have the House members of that House Ways and Means Committee writing the president a letter saying you need to do a monthly stimulus check, $4,000, but not saying the amount. That's for the fourth stimulus package. And a fifth as well. And then we have the American petition signed by nearly 4 million Americans demanding a $2,000 monthly stimulus check. But the captivating item that's captivated a country has been the House bill. Pandemic plus 1 year. That is a pandemic check for the remainder of the pandemic plus 1 year, which would amount to at least $13,000 because it's $1,000 a month after the first month. So I think you have an opinion. Vote House or Senate. House or Senate. Tell me where you're tuning in from and how's the weather where you are right now. Jump on the live chat. I want to see you vote in House of Senate, House of Senate. I think you have an opinion. Who gets this fourth stimulus check? You do. Democrats represent that. If you got 30, you're getting a fourth. Single individual, 75,000 less. Democrats want you to have a fourth stimulus check. Married couple, 150,000 less. Democrats want you to have a fourth stimulus check. Double it. Family of four, Democrats want you to have a fourth stimulus check, quadruple it. And if you're on benefits, Democrats say you're going to get a fourth stimulus check as well. The fourth stimulus check is not income, it's not taxable, and it will be the same amount for everyone, including adult dependents. Finally, the fourth stimulus check is not a waivable check. So if you're at the beach today and you wave at the check, and that check waves back at you, it's the Euro-dollar check. It's just they're a little bit more friendly overseas. Yeah, it's not our check. It's the Euro-dollar check. It may kiss you on both sides of the cheek as well. So there you go. In the second half of this video, we'll go to the incredible details of your fourth stimulus recon. Done deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks are guaranteed now coming to you. Application-based. I'll go over what that means in the second half of this video. Then the third part of this video, we'll go over the breaking news as they're writing the recon today. What does this mean for you? The recon substantive? It's all deliciousness. But first, get a pen and paper ready because I'm going to get you some money for rent and utilities, food, mortgage assistance, and well. You need money this week, and fourth stimulus will not be landing in your bank account this week, but third stimulus will be. Last week, we started the week with 3 viewers who had 0 and ended the week with $40,000. Of one of those viewers, his name was Johnny. He actually did not stop at 40,000 by the middle of the week with 3 items approved. He went to 7 items approved and got $80,000. The week before that, several viewers getting $32,000. The week before that, one viewer getting $50,000. The week before that, another viewer getting $100,000. Get that pen and paper ready because this week is your week. Johnny got $80,000, he reveals over the weekend, from 7 items from watching this channel and being a Purple Hawk. He got $12,000, $500 for SNAP. He got $10,000 for EIDL. He got nearly $2,000 of taxes. He got $21,000 for housing from the state, an additional $26,000 from housing from the local. He got $9,000 for utilities, and then he got $50 a month for telephone and internet, bringing his grand total to $79,800. And there you go. So we're going to start by getting you some money for rent. The numbers for rent are going bigger and bolder. Viewers are commonly getting over $20,000 from this channel for rent. How much are viewers getting? Let's look at the incredible graphic, especially those Purple Hawks. Elizabeth, wow, $27,000 for rent she got. Mark, $25,000 for rent. Nancy, $24,000 for rent. Great job. Richard, $22,000 for rent. And Nisi, $20,000 for rent. OMG. When we talk about utilities, Cecilia got $1,200 for heat. That's a heap of heat. Well, let's look and see how much people are getting for utilities. Whammo. Oh my goodness. There you go, $6,500. And we start with Johnny, who got $9,000 for utilities. When we talk about SNAP, the numbers are going bigger and bolder than ever before. Let's look at that. Wow, $18,000 for SNAP. John, $10,000 to $12,000. Nancy, $5,000. We started with Johnny. He's at $16,000. We're going to show you someone in a second who got $19,000 for SNAP. And then people who got 3 items or more. Let's look at it. Oh my goodness. Nancy getting $32,000 for 3 items. Nisi, $23,000 for 3 items. And Mark, $23,000. Excuse me, Mark, $32,000 from 2 items. 2 items. Production, why is Mark on my graphic for 2 items? He only got, it's a graphic for 3 items. I'll tell you why. It's a great story. Mark has 4 wonderful things that happened for his story. Number 1, on camera for 5 days, I said to Mark, go get SNAP because it's very easy to get. It's a SNAP. That's why they call it that. And he got SNAP within 5 days. Wow. You can do this the same. Number 2, he told his neighbor about this channel, and the neighbor went from $0 to $20,000 of rent paid for by watching this channel in less than 5 days. If you think that's a rare circumstance, it's not. Shanann over the weekend, member, Purple Hawk of 2 months, says, I told my friend Lalate about you. She's now addicted to your website. She received $9,000 for rent, $5,000 for utilities, and $6,000 for SNAP this last week from you. Congratulations, you rock, LA. There you go. Her friend got $21,000 in just 1 week of watching this channel. Then we got the third incredible details from Mark is that Mark inspired people to get multiple items. You see Johnny's now getting 7 items Mark got 2, and then he went to get 3. Well, guess what? The numbers are going bigger and bolder than ever before. By the end of last week, we had the incredible story from Robert, who again is also a Purple Hawk, getting $18,000 for, hello, Lalate. I want to thank you because I got $18,000 for rent, $16,000 for SNAP, and $7,000 for utilities. Keep on doing a wonderful job, Lalate, helping other people. God bless you. I'm a member. I go by Dread. Been following you since the start of the pandemic. My name is Robert again. That's $40,000. 18, 16, and 7. Finally, Mark got that SNAP as well. How much do you think he got? Mark got $19,000 for SNAP, bringing Mark's grand total on this channel as a subscriber and a member to $50,500. And we're not done there because Lorraine got over $100,000 from this channel. And this is what we do because this is LA. This is the only place you're going to find this in this country, where someone's delivering breaking financial news to you and also getting you money. I've been doing this since day one. I launched this channel in spring of last year because people had applied for the EID loan and were not getting approved. So I did their applications on air and off air for week after week. Got $25 million of EID loans approved, saving people's homes, their businesses, and their employees' homes. Within 3 days thereafter, I turned my focus again to something else. I had heard about a new program going live. No one had heard about it generally. It was very confusing. It's now commonplace. You know about it now, but back then, very few people knew about it. And what was it? PUA. And I got viewers a fortune, like $15,000 for Eileen Bellenkamp out of Florida when the program just went live. Then in fall of 2020, second stimulus is not coming. Just like now, you need money. It was the holidays. So I stepped forward. I got viewers $250,000 for rent. Like Tyrone and his family of 4 out of Boston, $15,000, $16,000 for rent, paying all his rent to the new year. But now you're doing it bigger and bolder than ever before. The numbers are going bigger because you are killing it. So get a pen and paper ready. I'm going to get you some money right now. We're going to get some rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and homeowners utilities. Here are some introductory remarks to start with. First, I'm going to show you 6 places to reach out to. Reach out to all 6. If one says no, reach out to the next. They all have their own pot of money. Yesterday, I had about 4 viewers who are longtime viewers saying I reached out to my county. I couldn't find it. I'm showing you 6 places. You need to reach out to all 6. I know there's certain states like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, they traditionally didn't have money at the city level, but they had a fortune at the state level. In California, for example, they had a lot of money at the county housing department, but not at the city level. So you have to reach out to all 6 places. Number 2, listen to the keywords I say in the video. It really helps keep people approved. Number 3, every state has the same amount of money based upon number of residents. Number 4, do not insert disqualification ideas in your psyche, like they don't pay people money unless. Untrue, untrue, untrue. I don't know why people say this. They either say it because they don't want to make the effort to get the money, or they just sort of don't even really care to look. It's untrue. So please push. All right, here are the 6 places to reach out to. Your city hall, your city house authority. Your county hall, your county house authority. Your state hall, your state house authority. That's 6. Reach out to all 6. Keywords you're going to say are rent assistance because of COVID, or mortgage or utility assistance because of COVID. You don't say words they don't know, like stimulus and Michatini. They just don't know those words. And finally, please say the key words. I had a hysterical comment by a viewer over the weekend where she said the following. I reached out to my city. I asked for free money. They said, excuse me, ma'am? Yeah, I want some of that free money, like that kid on the internet says there's free money for everyone. We don't have free money, but we do have rent assistance because of COVID. Oh, yeah, that was the thing I was supposed to say. So make sure you say the key words. And congratulations to Tim and Linda who got this wonderful pot of money for rent and utilities. If you guys well, post in the live chat. The next pot of the money is SNAP. And yes, Mark got $19,000, Louis $18,000, Johnny $16,000. SNAP is money for food. You get it from the Department of Agriculture. We like food because we got to eat it, because otherwise if we don't eat, we're dead. So go get that money. It's a SNAP to get it. You can either SNAP 1 time or 2 times. It's a SNAP to get it. And if you saw the breaking news live on this channel a week ago, oh, wow, it was deliciousness. Department of Agriculture announced that everyone's SNAP benefits are going up. An average of 25% lifetime automatically everywhere starting October. Wow. So Mark is going to go from $19,000 to about $25,000. If you got SNAP as well, post in the live chat. Lynn Glenn got it for herself, her son, and mom, and Gail got it as well. The next pot of the money is the refund check coming back to you from the state due to overpayment of unemployment benefits and a computer error. One viewer got $3,000, another viewer got $5,000 for this. The federal government has ordered the states as well to update their computer systems. But I upgraded my computer here in our state of nowhere land from Windows 05 to Windows 10. Sir, that's 1910, not Windows 10. You just upgraded from a stone keyboard to a wooden keyboard. Yeah, that's a different century ago. Congratulations to people who got this money as well. The last part of the money is the refund check coming back from IRS. This is the tax return you paid taxes on that 2020 unemployment benefits. Margaret got it, Cod got it, Michael got it. But first, here's a personal message from me to you. If you're on the live chat and you've not posted a success story already, please do right now. I launched this channel for information, news for you, and to get you money. This channel is about getting you money. No one else has ever cared a dime to get you money like this channel and the viewers as a family. And you're getting big sums of money. When you post your success story in the live chat, it helps people so much. People need that encouragement to pick up the phone, and then they see people are picking up the phone. I got to pick up the phone. I got to pick up the phone and get these sums of money. You give them that encouragement by posting success stories. Then they realize the monies are going bigger and bolder. Then they never heard of Snap until they found this channel. A lot of people like Larry Mowry getting $6,000 annualized before this channel. From finding this channel. Then we have Art Sullivan and Nisi who got 3 items, showing us that we need to get at least 3 items. We have Johnny over the weekend getting 7 items. And then we have viewers like Lorraine and Johnny and Mark getting the incredible 50,000, 80,000, 100,000, showing us the big money across the board for us to get. And there you go. Post your success stories in the live chat. Let's go back to those unemployment benefits. Where are they landing? Direct deposit, otherwise in the mail. Can you track it? Yeah, go to irs.gov, and 70% of the time it'll work. It'll reveal the tax return you filed, the taxes you paid, and the refund check you're getting back. And then it'll reveal stuff you never wanted to ever see. Stuff that really you never thought that existed, like Mitch McConnell's fan club. Does it exist? I don't know. There you go. As we go into the second half of this video, we're starting right now with your done deal, recon done deal, signed, sealed. Wow, this is incredible, great news. A reconciliation became law last week. This is a $3.5 trillion recon that gives you checks, guaranteed, confirmed, done deal. Let's go over what I'm talking about. First, second, and third had recons this small. This one is this big. First, second, and third was 80% for corporations. This one's this big. Confirmed, there's a recon. Confirmed, the recon will be paying out to the American people $3.5 trillion of checks. Confirmed. Not confirmed are the terms and conditions of the checks and whether there's stimulus checks in there. We're pushing as well to get those stimulus checks in there. They're still working on what type of checks for the American people. Now, how do we get to this wonderful spot? We got to this wonderful spot by taking roads and bridges out of the recon and putting it in the bipartisan. And that enabled them to pass the recon to give you $3.5 trillion of checks, which are generally application-based in this recon. I'll explain in the final 15 minutes of this video, stay at the very end, what application-based stimulus is. The higher the price tag was on the recon before, the harder it was to pass. There you go. But by taking out some of the spending from the recon, roads and bridges put in the bipartisan, the overall price tag of the recon got smaller, says a conservative publication confirming my reporting. In other words, the bipartisan deal made the recon passable. And it did. There's a reason why you watch this channel, because here the channel delivers you news months before it happens, not after it happens. And in the month of June and July, I told you that the Democrats from both the Senate and the House had been meeting with the president day in, day out to agree upon a price tag of that recon. And they agreed to it, $3.5 trillion, and that they're doing it so that when it was ready for a vote, it passed in a blink of an eye. I had told you they had already agreed upon this, and that when they called it for a vote, it would be done in a second, and it was. And that was because the price tag was the right number. Representative Richie Torres, New York, Democrat, progressive, and Representative Ilhan Omar, Democrat, progressive, from Minnesota, had said before they agreed upon the price tag, we got to go big. He said we need a larger recon. She said we need a recon that goes as big and bold as we want it. And they got it. Then we had the president, after they agreed upon the price tag, but before they started voting, saying, protect my recon. Because everything in there are checks for the American people, progressive checks. And that's what Senator Brian Schatz and Representative Jalapal had said going into that vote. So what is a recon? What is a bipartisan? What is a recon substantive? What is a recon procedural? You're not going to see these details anywhere except here on Lalate. And the detailed analysis starts right now. Recon versus bipartisan. two different paths, though both have to be done. Recon is your money. This is also called reconciliation, also called budget bill, also called the Democratic spending or the Progressive Social Reform Plan, Price Act 3.5 trillion. Bipartisan, not your money. This is roads and bridges, and also called infrastructure. We started last week with 3 bills. Guess what? This week we start with 2 bills because we finished one. Yes. Recon procedural passed last Tuesday. Recon procedural, cross it off the list. Now we have recon substantive to finish and bipartisan. What is the difference between recon procedural and recon bipartisan? Recon procedural and recon substantive. Very simple. One is, do you agree to do this? And the second one is, what is the terms and conditions? So recon procedural passed last Tuesday. Do you agree to do a recon of 3.5 trillion? I do. And the committees will be given $10, $20 here, there. More about those committees in the final 15 minutes of this video. Stay at the very end. Then recon substantive, doing worked on right now, right today. Ask, okay, now that a committee has been given that money, how is the committee going to spend the money? The terms and conditions. Very critical. More about that in the final 15 minutes of this video. How did we get to this wonderful spot? We got to this wonderful spot for Jalapal, who recently wrote a letter saying, chuck all the vote on the recon. The letter was signed by 12 House Democrats, part of 100 plus House Democrats, who wrote the president a letter saying, we're going to be putting monthly fourth stimulus checks in the fourth stimulus recon. Wow. You got to push purple power and have them do that. Can we top that? Yes. As 7 members of the House Ways and Means Committee, the same when I started this video on, recently wrote the president a letter saying, we're going to be putting fourth stimulus checks in the fourth stimulus recon. Boy, oh boy, they're saying monthly stimulus checks, but the amount unknown, and they're telling the president they're going to do it. You got to push purple power and make sure they keep their promise. We have the American petition with nearly 4 million signatures demanding $2,000 monthly. We have the House bill, which is pandemic plus 1 year, which would be at least 12 checks and at least $13,000, signed by hundreds of House members. We have AOC and Omar demanding a monthly stimulus check in the fourth stimulus recon in a recent letter to the president. $2,000 a month is the amount they list. And then we have the senators, Warren, Sanders, yes, Bernie Sanders, more about the importance of his involvement in this later in this video, and Wyden writing the president saying there needs to be a monthly stimulus check in the fourth stimulus recon. Wow. Can we top that? Yes. As Biden did it, the president of the United States got that very confusing thing, the global minimum corporate tax rate, out of the fourth stimulus recon, and now it's gone. It's so confusing. It's sort of like following the storyline of Potomac Housewives. I just don't follow it. So there we go. Why is this great news? Because now it's easier to write the recon, easier to call the vote on the recon, easier to pass the recon because the confusing thing is not in there. And can we top that? Yes. As we go into the final 15 minutes of this video, we'll go over that recon. Done deal, signed, sealed. What does application-based stimulus mean for you? And why is this great news? Because you've done it before. Why is this the single biggest payout? And why are you going to kill it as a Purple Hawk under fourth stimulus recon? We go over fifth stimulus as well, and we'll go over the breaking news about both items, including recon substantive and what Bernie Sanders wants to hear from you. But first, here's a personal message. If you've gotten one item from this channel by picking up the phone over the last year, you're ready to kill it under fourth stimulus. But if you haven't, today's the day. I want to have you pick up the phone and call for that water, the gas, or electric. Remember the key words. Remember the 6 places to reach out to first. 6 places: City Hall, City House Authority; County Hall, County House Authority; State Hall, State House Authority. Keywords: rent assistance because of COVID, mortgage or utility assistance because of COVID. You can do it. Once you've done that, if you have problems getting the other sums of money, reach out to the community page. Where are they? In the description of this video. Go down the description, find the link, and click the link to the community page. It's news.lalate.com/community. It's also listed every day in all the alerts from the Lalate alert system. And I'll be back with you in 60 seconds with the continuation of the final 15 minutes of Mornings Lalate. But first, here's a little bit about the community page. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. They're Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals. Reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join Lalate Daily for the excitement of the new Lalate live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings Lalate at 9 a.m. Home Lalate returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons Lalate at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on Lalate. And the excitement continues right now as we go into the final 15 minutes of this big Mornings LA broadcast. The toast is toast and the butter is buttering. And the recon is a done deal. $3.5 trillion of checks, but mostly application-based. I'll explain to you what this means for you and why it's deliciousness for the Purple Hawks. Then we'll be cutting to recon substantive and what Bernie wants to hear from you about this as well. Then we'll be going over the meeting of the president with the Democrats, and we'll be going over what's happening this week. And finally, we'll be cutting over more to the incredible details of this stimulus, which heats up as well. It's a big, bold, beautiful day. I'm so excited for you to join me. And this is LA live from Santa Monica, so subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. The links under this video. Daily, you're given the information to kill it as a Purple Hawk. And now you see the viewers getting these massive sums of money. 30, 40, 50, 80, and $100,000. Consider becoming a member today. Meantime, if you haven't signed up for those LA alerts, you need to right now. Go to news.la.com/alerts. A link is in the description of this video. The LA alerts is the talk of the country. Put your name and email address in, totally free, and you'll get alerts anywhere you are, day or night, about any video from this channel. You won't miss anything across the board. Meantime, let's cut to the incredible great details about this stimulus, starting right now. The President of the United States promised to take care of this, and now it's getting done in what's called this stimulus. This is that SSI and SSDI reform that you've waited a generation for. How does it work and how does it start? Let's go over all the details of this, starting right now. It starts within just days in September, with the SSI reform likely out the door by November. This is the reform of the benefits system. Step one, they're going to increase your benefits limits lifetime. Then they're going to remove the asset limit, add an inflationary benchmark, remove the income exclusion, and remove the marriage penalty. Let's go over how this applies and who is it for. It's for you. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, or veterans benefits. Step one, they're going to increase your benefits lifetime. Step two, they're going to apply a new benchmark. The new benchmark is inflation. Where is inflation going to go? It's going up. It's going to be transitory, which means a temporary spike around December. Jay Powell, your head of the Federal Reserve, is saying, hey, that inflation rate's going up a lot. Good news for you. I say maybe about 5%. Let's do the analysis. First, you'll raise your benefits up a lifetime. Then they'll apply a benchmark. And the benchmark is 5%. You'll go up another 5%, not just next year, lifetime. Because once your benefits go up, they never go down. Then they're going to remove the asset cap, dating back to a 1980s law that says you can't have more than $3,000 in hand. It's going to go away. Now you'll be able to have some stimulus check and some tacos in your hand. They're going to remove the income cap, dating back to a 1960s law that says you can't work and stay on benefits. Finally, the marriage penalty is going to go away, and love is going to win, and you'll be able to do a pair dance at your own wedding, like Rob and Sandy. Love is going to win, and you'll no longer have to fear a loss of benefits. Meantime, will there be a fifth stimulus check? There will be. That will be in spring of next year. And finally, if you've not become a Purple Hawk, what are you doing? Join today. The link to become a member is under the video where it says join member right now. I launched Purple Hawks in January of this year when a third stimulus package was passed. It had a $1,400 stimulus check in there. And I immediately said, yeah, okay, whatever. But I can get you $14,000 under this third stimulus for you. I said, don't focus on when, what day, when the $1,400 stimulus check is coming. Focus on getting the big sums of money under here. And viewers did not get $14,000 from third stimulus. They got 32,000, 40,000, 50,000. 2 weeks ago, several viewers got 32,000. Last week, 2 viewers got 40,000, 1 viewer got 80,000. Also last week, the friend of Cheyenne got 21,000. 3 weeks ago, Mark got 50,000. And Lorraine got 100,000. You see the big numbers that viewers are getting. And it's money right now. Not 5 weeks now, not 5 months now. So consider becoming a Purple Hawk. Daily Purple Hawks, Purple Powers, and Calcino VIPs are delivered from me to them. A breakdown of what is in these stimulus packages. That's where the big money is, in the third stimulus package. And consider becoming a member right today to get that incredible sums of money. And with that, we go into the final 15 minutes of this video, starting right now. Deal done, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to you and the American people in the fourth stimulus recon. Let's go over all the incredible details, starting right now, and it's deliciousness. First, the recon's a done deal. Tuesday last week, they agreed and passed a recon procedural, which means that 1, there will be a recon. 2, it'll be $3.5 trillion. And 3, it'll be all checks for you. By comparison, first, second, and third stimulus packages this small and 80% for corporations. This one, this big, and all for you. So what is different this time, or what's important to understand in this recon? It's generally application-based. It's guaranteed that these $3.5 trillion of checks will be in there. Generally application-based. There's a push underway to put stimulus checks in there on top of that. Not yet guaranteed. But what is application-based stimulus? How does that work? What does it mean? What are examples? Let's go over all the details starting right now. Here are some of the proposed items. We don't have the bill yet, but proposed items across the board. They are free school meals for all checks, tax break checks, cheaper prescription medication checks, farming checks, checks for free internet, checks for workers, checks for independent contractors, checks for seniors, checks for vision, checks for dental, checks for hearing care, and more. Now, what you saw in there were things like vision and dental and internet. IRS, Department of Treasury, doesn't know you need something for your eyes, doesn't know you need something about your teeth. IRS doesn't keep track of your teeth, thank goodness. They don't keep track of your internet at home. Do you have internet or not? They don't know that. They just don't know that. So there's no way for Department of Treasury or IRS to know whether you need money for teeth, internet, or vision, or hearing care. That's why early in this video, when we were going over recon procedural, I showed you that they're giving money to committees, that then the committees will determine how to spend the money. Those committees will have your money for you to call up and say, I want my money. Committee number 1 will have money for that internet. Committee number 2 will have that money for your teeth, for example. And that is what they did last week. $3.5 trillion has now been dispersed by law to those committees. The next question the committees have to do, recon substantive this week, is how to spend the money. Okay, we got money in committee number 1 for internet. How are they going to spend the money? And that is why Seats for Stimulus is back in the mix. It's a social media campaign from 2020 on this channel that said, you know what, you need to spend the money the right way. Otherwise, we're taking your House seats. And they actually talked about that on the House floor last week, saying we need to spend the money the right way. 6 House seats are up for grabs in the next few weeks. It will determine the balance of power among Republicans and Democrats in the House. But let's go back to those checks. So, for example, when we're looking at internet or dental or vision, you need to pick up the phone and say, I need that money when this becomes law. You've been doing this all along. First, second, third stimulus, you've always been picking up the phone. PBT, PPP, PUA, EIDL, you've been doing this since day one because that's where the big sums of money is. So, ironically, this is not just one stimulus check, but lots of them, because very likely you will qualify for many, many items under this fourth stimulus recon. You saw early in this video how Johnny went from 3 items approved by the middle of last week to 7 items approved by the weekend. He realized he qualifies for 7 items. The 7 items weren't available in the same place. The same person didn't pay out the 7 items. He got power, for example, and he got rent. That's clearly in 2 different places. Same thing when we talk about fourth stimulus. Dental, vision, hearing, internet, very different items, very different places. And I'm going to show you how to pounce and get those sums of money. Who's going to kill it under fourth stimulus recon? You are. You are, because if you picked up the phone any time in the last year, whether it's PPP or PUA or SNAP, and you've asked for my money, then you have exhibited exactly what Purple Hawks do. You pounce. You pick up the phone and you call and get these sums of money. And you're cleaning up very, very well. Imagine how well you've done under third stimulus, how well you're going to do under fourth stimulus. Who's not going to do well under fourth stimulus? Donut guy, donut gal. When is it landing in my bank account? When is it going to land? When are they going to send it out? When are they going to send it out? Internet? They're never going to land automatically send out the internet in your bank account. They don't know you need internet. They don't know you have a computer. They don't know anything about internet. When am I getting that check for the vision in my bank account? How does anyone know you have an issue about vision? They don't know that. When am I getting the hearing care in my bank account? They don't know about that. They don't know if you have hearing problems or you do have hearing problems. They don't know if you're 20 years old or 50 years old or 80 years old. They don't know whether you have these things. You have to pick up the phone and kill it. And you've done this all along. And that's why Purple Hawks are going to do so well under fourth stimulus recon. Now, what is the issue when we look at recon substantive? Yes, they have $3.5 trillion of checks for you. Yes, these are checks guaranteed and confirmed, but they're still going over how to spend the money. And the push is underway to put stimulus checks in there on top of that. Those aren't yet guaranteed, whereas the $3.5 trillion of checks are guaranteed. So you need to push Purple Power as well. Purple Power is always push. And guess who wants to hear from you? One of the guys who said in the opening remarks, I want to put monthly fourth stimulus checks in the fourth stimulus recon. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is the budget chairman on the Senate side. And he said going into the weekend that as the budget chairman on the Senate side, I want to hear from the American people. I understand the budget chairmen historically have done their work within D.C., but I really think the function of a budget chairman is to get out among the people. That's a euphemism to say, I want to hear from you what you want me to do. What we're proposing in this budget is to be enormously popular. And guess who's also wants to hear from you? Guess who's also working on the language day in, day out of that recon substantive? Chuck Schumer. He says going into the weekend, we've worked so closely, Bernie and I, that I think I probably talk to Bernie 4 to 5 times a day. This is why it's important to push Purple Power, because Purple Power does several things. One, you push to advocate for money that's yours, and also you pounce and get the money as soon as it becomes law. Meantime, let's go over all the things that you need to know going into the new week. Number one, fourth stimulus recon money will not be landing in your bank account this week. It will absolutely not be landing in anyone's bank account this week. But guess what? Third stimulus recon money will be if you pounce like a Purple Hawk. You can absolutely start this week with this channel and end this week with this channel with money in your hand that you didn't start the week with. Last week, 3 viewers ended the week with over 40,000, one of them at 80,000. By the middle of the week, Johnny had 40,000. By the end of the week, he had 80,000. The week before that, several viewers at 32,000. The week before that, Mark at 50,000, 100,000. Daily, I ask viewers, if you have a success story, send it to me on social media so I can feature it live on air. I still have to go through a lot of these messages. But I have countless messages day in, day out, whether it's Dawn and Mary and Joanne and Beck Ann, who got help with Crayola, or Shanann, whose friend got that 21,000, or Dottie, or Sharon and Donnie, or Donald, or Robert. These are people who got money day in, day out, because the money's available right there, right now. Robert says, hello, Lalate. I want to thank you because I just got approved for $18,000 for rent, $16,000 for SNAP, and $7,000 for utilities. Keep on doing a wonderful job and helping people. God bless you. I'm a member and I go by for the following dread. Since the start of the pandemic, I watch it every day, Robert. There you go. Watch the video. Stay with me as the push is underway to make sure the recon substantive is done the right way. There's going to be a lot of breaking news today and a lot of breaking news all week long. But meantime, stay with me to understand how to pounce and get that big sums of money, because that's what Purple Hawks are doing. They're getting all these big sums of money today, and it's your day to get that money as well. And with that, I look forward to seeing you next on Mornings Crypto at at this point, it'll be 10 o'clock a.m. today. Then we go into noontime at 11 o'clock. We got a full schedule of shows throughout the day. Coming up, of course, is Crypto, and then at 11 is noontime. Then join me at 1 o'clock for Afternoons LA, 3 o'clock for the big Afternoons LA, the new show, and then 5 o'clock. Then we go into our evenings programming schedule with Evenings LA at 5, Stream Stimulus at 7, Sirloin at 8, then Overnights Crypto, and then Purple thereafter. And then join me tomorrow morning, of course, we start early at 3 o'clock with Overnights, and then 3:30 is Street Stimulus, and Early Mornings LA at 4 a.m. And with that, so much happening across the board. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for all the big sums of money that viewers to get. Stay with me as we go into Mornings Crypto next. And with that, excited for you to subscribe. 400,000 subscribers on YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk for Power Calcino VIP. The link's under the video. Stay informed, stay focused. The toast was toasting, the butter was buttering, and the coffee was brewing, and the stimulus is landing in your hands this week as well. And stay with Ally for more.